Hello and welcome to the next episode of my channel where I'll be taking up the poem My Mother at 66 by Kamala Das. Now, it's a touching poem that delves into the themes of aging, mortality, and the bond between a daughter and her mother. Now, the poet, that is the daughter in this poem, shares her experience of one Friday morning when she was driving from her parents' home to Kochi. Her elderly mother was sitting beside her in the car. She observed, that is, the poet observed, that her mother was dozing with her mouth open. Her face looked ashen like that of a corpse. She appeared to be lifeless, cold, and inactive. So, seeing her mother in such a condition, the poet feels pain and sorrow, and she realizes that her mother is as old as she appears. The poet is filled with fear and grief as she realizes that her mother may not have much time left. The condition of the speaker's mother evokes pity and sadness in the reader. Though the poet is aware of the harsh reality of aging, there is an underlying fear that grips her heart. The poet tries to brush aside her painful thoughts by looking out of the car's window. The trees outside seemed to be running, and the children looked joyous as they rushed out of their homes. So, trees sprinting is personification as well as imagery, and merry children spilling out of their homes is metaphor as well as imagery. Okay, so she sees all these things to dispel the thought of grief, pain, which were filling her mind, poet's mind. So in order to distract herself from these thoughts, she looks out of the window and she sees all these youthful things to divert her mind from the unsettling reality of her mother's old age. She contrasts the vibrant youthful trees with her mother's frailty, because young trees symbolize energy and freshness of life, whereas her mother was aging and she was nearing towards death. So the poet experiences the old familiar ache. Now, all of us in our childhood have this fear of losing our parents. So all of a sudden, that fear comes back to the poet's mind. Because of her busy life, she had forgotten all about this fear, this childhood fear. But looking at her mother like this, seeing her mother like this, the old fear comes back to her. The thought of her mother's aging and eventual death resurfaces, bringing a deep sense of pain and fear to the poet's heart. This fear of separation and the inevitable loss causes an emotional ache within her. And to conceal her true emotions and to hide her real emotions, after the security check, the poet says, "See you soon, Amma." And these parting words are meant to convey a sense of optimism, positivity, as if she hopes her mother will live for a long time and she will meet her mother soon. However, this hope is faint and uncertain. The poet smiles repeatedly, trying to hide her inner turmoil. So what are the poetic devices? Simile, face ashen like that of corpse, vein pale as late winter's moon, because the poet compares her mother's face to the late cloudy, cloud-covered moon. Imagery and symbolism, trees sprinting and merry children. Personification is trees sprinting. Repetition is smile and smile and smile. Metaphor is merry children spilling out of their homes, and even late winter's moon. And then alliteration is all I did was smile and smile and smile, but all I said was see you soon. So I hope you have understood. Thank you.